So now we'll discuss bucket policies. So what bucket policy is called? This is I mean, AWS policy. It's a JSON statement. Using that policy, you can control the buckets and objects in different ways. So if you click on edit, so here you can see there are two options. This is the policy generator. In the policy generator, you can generate the policy and you can paste it here and save changes. Now, what are the different ways that are available in that bucket policy? That let's go through that. Now, if you go to the documentation, most of the things are listed over here. So this is the resource, the action, effect is allow or deny. Action means like if you want to list the bucket, put, gate, etc. Various operations. Principle means whom you are allowing to do these operations, and there are various conditions. So now let's go various. This is one example. That's it. Who, these are the resources. Like these are the two buckets that you. This is the whole bucket, and this is all the folders and the entire path, all the objects that entirely you are giving permission. What are the action it can do? It can get the object. It can list the bucket. How many buckets are there? And whom you are allowing. So this is the AWS account, and you are allowing dev user, and this is the allow. So this is one policy. Okay. Now, so what we'll go through will let's this is I think the policy here. You can have more details of various. Uh, okay. So here you can have like what are the different policies that you can configure. So this is one example that you multiple accounts, AWS account. Suppose this bucket is available. The owner of this bucket is the user from one account. Now you want to give permission users of other accounts. So here you can specify in the principle that this is that here in AWS IAM, this is the AWS account name, and you are giving the root user. And what are the action it can do? It can go put object SQL and put object. So these are the two actions. And resource means which bucket, for which bucket you want to give the permission, and here you can put the condition that sorry, that the owner has the read permission. Okay. Now you can grant read only permission to anonymous user. So here you can see principal is star means anyone anonymous user you are allowing a read permission, and what are the actions it can get is only the get action, and this is the bucket name. Now next example is like you can limit access to a specific IP address. So here you can see the range of IP address that IP4 that are given for example. Now you can put it in the condition. So here you can see this is the condition, the source IP, not IP address. So and this is the action means S3 for all the buckets, any user, and these are two resource name. So here only one important thing you have to remember, like this is the bucket name and this is the bucket and all the objects. Inside the bucket, you might see there are different folders, and under the folder there are various objects or files. Okay, so entirely if you want to give the permission, so you have to put the bucket as well as the slash star. So this is like you want to allow IP4 and IP6. So one thing you remember, you can associate. So this statement is basically one array. You can associate multiple policies. So this is one policy, and this is uh, various conditions. There are two conditions that are added here. So next we'll see multiple policies also you can associate in one policy statement. So this is one interesting thing that you can say, okay, for a particular website, okay, so HTTP header level that also you can control. So only like this is the string like, and these are the comparison like only if, so example.com star or example.com, these can access this bucket. So here also you can put like this, from which website this access is originated. So based on that also you can give the control. And this is for that ODI. I mean, and another interesting thing is like adding a bucket policy to record. So multi-factor authentication. Suppose if you want to control that, okay, uh, to access anything, any particular, or maybe inside a bucket you have some specific folders, or maybe some secure, some important documents that you want to put more control, then you can put multi-factor authentication. So through that also you can put that control. So I think this is this way, this is one good example that you can see that multiple policies are associated. So this is one policy here you are saying like, okay, uh, get objects allowed for all users, and for all the everything, for all the buckets you have, anyone can get the object. But for tax document, if you don't enable multi-factor authentication is true, it's denied. Okay, so similar way, multiple policies you can associate for any um, for access control.